Hello, fantastic peasantish peasants. This is your Lord Gamerson, and today I present Captain Commando, the Experience. Captain Commando was released in the arcades back in 1991. You may be thinking this is about a superhero that doesn't wear underwear, and you would be right, but you'd be missing the point. The first three letters in each word spells out Capcom. Captain Commando was a bit of a mascot for Capcom in the early days. He existed at least a few years before his own video game. This game is weird, wild, wacky wonderment, and I, Lord Gamerson, have the honor to show you around a bit. Let's start with the main cast. Captain Commando is the leader of the Commando team. This futuristic superhero has an energy glove that shoots out electric shocks of doom. The captain's goggles can pinpoint specific faces as far as 2 kilometers away. His armor is made of special ceramic that can take up to 1 trillion degrees. His boots protect the captain from falls of up to 100 feet. Then there's the mysterious mummy, Mac the Knife. Sounding like he came straight out of a 1940s crime drama, this alien warrior is as mysterious as he is dangerous. He uses subsonic knives that melt his enemies. Mac's origins are unknown, but at least he's one of the good guys. Ginzu the Ninja is a super agile ninja master. His sword is as sharp as they come, and he can easily cut an opponent in two. Ginsu's ninja suit is tough, but also very soft and silky. This ninja can kill an enemy up to 500 meters away in pitch dark. And then there's Babyhead. Babyhead is a 2-year-old super genius that controls a giant mech suit that he himself designed. Babyhead has knee rockets that launches rockets from the mech's knee. His pacifier is actually a machine that can translate any language in the universe, or at least up to 3 million different languages. Babyhead is reason enough to play this game. The standard enemies may not be as interesting, but they get the job done. We have a small range of mutant thugs and bladesmen. There's femme fatales and ninjas. If that's not enough, and it isn't, we have Marvin the flamethrower and a couple of brute force strongmen. Enemies that stand out are Musashi the samurai, Mardia the Amazon woman, and Z, the weird dude in an alien suit. The bosses have a bit more imagination. Check these guys out. There's Dolg, Shitrom Sr., Shitrom Jr., Druck, Yamato, Monster, Dr. T. Water, Blood, Doppel, and Scumicide. Now let's take a look at the levels, for they are full of strangeness and fun. The first level has you going down a short city block fighting a few thugs. It's all tutorial stuff. Then it's time to fight the big bad bank robber, Mr. Dolg. Looks like he has busted open a vault. A vault in the shape of a screaming bear being tortured. The poor bear's eyes have been replaced with wires. Level 2 takes place in the Capcom Museum. You'll be fighting thugs in the dinosaur exhibit and the cavemen exhibit. The museum level is a good idea as it was a natural shift between 2 environments. Shitrom Jr. is a man whatever hybrid with a harpoon. He's not too tough. Level 3 is a short stroll outside the ninja house. This is a place where all ninja can live in harmony. I, Lord Gamerson, once spent a year in a similar ninja house. We would do everything together, but eventually the privacy issues got to be a little too much and I decided to leave. Anyway, the level itself is short and uninteresting until you get rushed by a group of samurai, and you are forced to take part in some kabuki theater. My clan never did anything like that, but we were more traditional. Level 4 starts right outside the big top, because the circus is in town. Pretty exciting, right? Well, if you go to this circus, I'm afraid you won't be having such a good time. You go into a tent, and you realize these thugs have TARDIS technology. There's tiled floors and large rooms here, and prepare to be greeted by thugs with rocket launchers. You have to jump into a pit to get to an arena. It seems this may be a circus where only thugs can enter. This is a sinister TARDIS tent, as there's a whole cloning warehouse housed within. It's here you fight the cool cactus mutant monster. Monster's cool. I think he's just misunderstood. Level 5 feels like an intermission. It's a cool bonus stage, really. All the enemies go down in one hit. The point is to hit as many enemies as you can to rack up a nice little bonus. The first part is hitting enemies on electric surfboards and avoiding obstacles. The second section has you chasing down Dr. TW. It's really not a challenge to take him down, but if you want to finish as quickly as possible for more sweet points, that is the goal of the level. Level 6 takes place in a crazy aquarium. This is a cool setting. You are in an underwater city. The section you are in is the aquarium, but there are cities in the background covered by glass domes. So after a small stroll, you make your way inside a giant shark. They built a lab inside a shark. I mean, how cool is that? In here we have colorful glowing membrane sacs and a whale that's strapped to an experimenting table. The bosses are just a palette swap of Shitrom Jr., and that's just lazy. Level 7 is an underground lab where all sorts of experiments are going on behind closed doors. You may not be able to go behind the doors, but there are more than enough rocket launchers to keep you entertained. Well, at the end, there is finally a door that we can enter. What we find on the other side is just bizarre. There's rows and rows of identical robot fat men sitting at computer terminals. I don't think they're conscious, but I think Scumicide's experiments are going a little too far. Plus, who's funding this operation? How rich is Scumicide? Then there's the boss. His name is Blood. Yes, Blood. I'm guessing most of the imagination didn't come from the people in charge of naming the characters. Blood sits at a desk that's way too small for him. With an organization this rich, why can't they afford to get one of their top men a good desk? Blood is pretty basic, but you fight on top of a space shuttle. The environmental designer team wins again. That team pretty much carries this title. Level 8, we fight in space. Well, in the space station. This level would have been a good opportunity to get really crazy, but the space station is pretty standard fare. The view outside the window is nice though. This level throws so many bad guys at you. If you were playing this in the arcades, you may want a pocket full of fresh quarters. This is it. Level 9. The final frontier. This level takes place on Callisto, Jupiter's fourth moon. You fight a bunch of worthless moof. After a little bit, you find out you are really just putting on a show for a bunch of bored rich people. I can't imagine why they would be all on Callisto. I mean, why would Capcom give up secrets so top secret the world leaders don't even know about them? Now it's time to battle the scum behind the whole mess. Mr. Scumicide. This is a final boss. He is the hardest enemy in the game by far. You will probably need 4 plus continues to take him down. His fire and ice attacks are practically unavoidable. Keep jump kicking this bastard and he will go down eventually. The game is now over and you are a hero to the whole world. A press conference is being held to tell the world of your deeds, and now we just wait for the sequel. What? There was no sequel? Get on it, Capcom. Streets of Rage 4 just came out, and you can't give us a proper 2D follow-up to the original Captain Commando?